I think that to be successful, the world demands creativity in almost every occupation. Creativity to me is challenging and doing something different and being okay with the failure that comes with it. And that's the hardest thing to get these kids here to understand, is that the failure is, to be cliche, is part of the process, but it's so important. It is the process. The failures make the successes because you have that experience that you're basing things on, and you have the trial and errors. And so, you know, to come up with a one-off artwork here, you know, that's the nice thing about the portfolio in here, is it doesn't let you just do a one-off work and call it good. Okay, I'm done for the semester. I've done this amazing piece. Well, can you do something, again, amazing based on your experience off of that? What happens if you got to do a redo? Surely there's some part of that project you didn't like in the end, or said, you know, if I'd have done this before, I'd have done this differently. Creativity is an ever-evolving process, and it doesn't end. And I think it's truly there when you can make something that other people haven't thought of, that asks questions, that make people think. Then I think you've done your job. And then you get to go back and do it all over again, differently. And so AP Studio is an opportunity for you to go in a path that you choose, with guidance and resources from me. So I'm more of a guide than I am an instructor. The teaching happens from you doing the projects, and me being able to hopefully help you and encourage you along the way to get to where you want to get to. I think that some of the biggest things is the challenge of working in here every day. What I see AP do is it challenges you to stick with something, which is also hard for high school students. I mean, I feel that they have commitment issues on a lot of levels, and to have to stick with something because that is your grade. In the end, you're paying for this.
My mom was like a really good painter, and like my nana, and like, but I never was like into painting until like I like got to high school, because I was like, okay, like I feel like I have like kind of a grasp on like drawing and like kind of a grasp on like ceramics, so like I want to try painting because like I've never done it before. And then it just like became something that was just like so expressive, you know, because it's like I feel like it encompasses like all like forms, you know. It's like you can make it really like chunky, like something like clay or something like that, or you can make it like really like look like a picture or like a drawing, you know. When I'm more like depressed and like, I don't know, I guess stressed out, like my paintings will be like more like messier, and like especially like if I feel like I have to paint for a reason, like if I have to paint because I'm stressed and like that's the only way I feel like I can get it out, then like it's going to be like really like expressive and like bold colors and like, I don't know, rough look. And I feel like on the days where I'm more like focused and maybe more passionate, I don't know, my work kind of is more like delicate to me, and it's kind of like I don't know, you know, it's like I feel like I really liked having like studio time with other people, because whenever I do the best works that I have done, it's around like other people. And it's like over, I think it was the summer, I was just like, me and Kristen were just like doodling and like drawing, and then all of a sudden I had this like portrait of her face that I had done, and that was like the first portrait I'd like ever done. I think I've changed more in the fact that like I'm less scared to like put paint on the page. Like I used to think that it was like the second you have it down, it's like you're stuck with that, and then like the painting's ruined if you like mess it up. But like now it's like, I don't know, I like to be more spontaneous with like where I like put things, just because I feel like it makes a more like natural painting.
My brother and sister, there was at Via's Pizzeria, there was a kids' night, and my mom said, you should bring your balloons and just make something just for fun. So I did, and so When I was 10, that's when my business started going. When I'm stressed or like sad or frustrated, my mom will say, we're gonna do balloons, and we'll make balloons, and that can like bring me out of bad mood. It also is a way to express myself. Like, I'm fun and crazy like this, or I'm extravagant and I'll make a giant, I don't know, costume or something. It's just a way for me to express myself without actually talking. I feel like balloons have made me a more interesting person. I can't imagine myself without balloons. I don't know, it's just a part of me. It's a piece of my heart, I guess.
You know, I think over the years, I think creativity has changed for me and in my thought process. And I think people have this really lofty idea of what creativity is. And I don't really feel it's that lofty idea. I really think it's, you take this idea and you try to figure out how they go together. And then music creativity is finding that, is I take this beat and I take these sounds and I see if they go together. And I try this beat with these sounds and I see what go together. And so at its core, basic idea of creativity, it's really not a lofty gift. I think it's just hard work. You have to put things together and see how they fit and solve the puzzle of how they fit. And I think that people have this mindset that they're just one thing. And I think that that's false. I think you are a myriad of things that are put together into this person. But if you don't ever develop or even try to explore what you might be good at, you've really not developed yourself as a full person. I love high school because it's the last opportunity that you have to get the chance to explore your creativity without it costing you a lot of money. When you get into self-expression, it's the highest level of taking everything that you know and coalescing it into this piece of work that's never been done before. And it's a challenge to get kids to take in all of these things and try it, because they're worried that somebody's going to make fun of them or not like what they do. And it requires you to be a little bit more brave than just writing a paper or to just solving a problem. You really have to put a lot of yourself into this, and that's where people really get hung up.
I love Mr. Duell so much. He has helped me. He's helped me really form and kind of not limit, but create a barrier for each of my projects. Because I came here my sophomore year and my ideas were everywhere, and he kind of helped organize them, and he helped put everything together. And the music class is great at that, because even though I see like the novice music creators. The way they create music and was very reflective on how I created music, and I think everything doesn't mesh well. But after time, Mr. Duell is great at mixing and helping you make everything fit together fine.
I started making music when I was in 8th grade, just to be stupid, and my career kind of took off from there. The image of being an artist and being able to make something that other people can see or listen to really kind of inspired me to make my own stuff. And I just think I like being able to create something on my own that's mine, that's like personally mine, and then being able to share it with other people, whether they laugh or think it's cool, or regardless of how they feel about it. I just like being able to make something that's mine.
I mean, there's a lot more to life than just sports. There's a lot more to life than just music. There's a lot more to life than just being one thing. And until you explore what your likes and dislikes are, you don't have an idea of what kind of person that you are.